This is going to be my match video for the Arizona State Pistol Caliber Carbine Championship 2017, held at the Rio Salado Sportsman's Club. I used my KE9 ambidextrous Glock magazine-fed lower with ambidextrous 45-degree selector and SLT1 SearLink technology trigger. I'm also using a standard KE15 forged upper with enhanced charging handle and KE Arms 7-side M-LOK handguard. The barrel is a 16-inch Ballistic Advantage 9mm barrel. The bolt and buffer system are JP. The optic is a Vortex Spark AR. The only gear I wore at this match was a pouch made by We Plead II that was offset lower to accommodate for longer magazines. I don't believe I ever used more than 2 magazines on any given stage. This match featured Open Division, which was anything with an optical sight, Iron Sights, which was iron sight only, and Classic Division, which was older guns made before a certain date. On positions like this, I always shoot a static target first before the activator in case there is a malfunction. I want to make sure my gun works before committing to a disappearing target. The barrels in the center have a Texas star between them, only allowing one plate to be shot at a time. The barrels to the right have a popper between them that I didn't notice and didn't see during my walkthrough. I failed to shoot at it and incur a target not engaged penalty, plus 15 seconds. I thought I had gotten all the plates on the Texas Star, but I left one, incurring a missed target penalty, plus 10 seconds. The pink steel here are no-shoots. This wasn't a good way to start off the match, with plus 25 seconds in penalties on the first stage. This left me at 87th out of 115 shooters overall. The shooter begins this stage in the car with their PCC. There are 6 steel plates at about 60 yards. The steel plates are 5 inches in diameter. These targets gave many competitors a hard time, given that pistol caliber carbine accuracy is not nearly as great as that of centerfire rifles. The targets from these 2 positions must be shot through the orange boxes. From this position, I cannot see all the targets from my left shoulder, so I switch on the fly to my right shoulder. On this stage, I was 24th out of 115 shooters with 63.44% of the winner's score. This stage began with a golf ball that needed to be shot right above a no-shoot target. Hitting the no-shoot not only incurred a penalty, but also activated multiple moving no-shoots throughout the course of fire. The golf ball would also be obscured by a hardcover target and would be unavailable to the shooter to hit. Knowing your bore offset was critical. I held 1.5 inches above the golf ball to hit it successfully. There were a lot of opportunities to incur penalties on the stage that would cascade from the beginning. Fortunately, I didn't incur any. I was 20th out of 115 shooters on the stage with 63.07% of the winner's score. This stage was initiated by breaching with a Mossberg Shockwave. I shot it one-handed for style points. In my excitement, I took a step and a half past my PCC. If I was setting this up to shoot it better left-handed, I would have grounded the shotgun in the right-handed barrel and picked the PCC up out of the left-handed barrel. This stage ends with 3 steel at about 50 yards. I was 20th out of 115 shooters on the stage with 68.71% of the winner's score. The swinging target coming up at the end here is not visible off my left shoulder. I knew I needed to switch as part of my stage plan. I'm not sure exactly how far away these targets were, but it did take me several shots to figure out my hold on them to hit them successfully. I was 20th out of 115 shooters on the stage with 69.31% of the winner's score. The steel target arrays here were at about 80 to 85 yards. Resting on my magazine provided adequate stability to hit these targets. I was 14th out of 115 shooters on this stage with 71.74% of the winner's score. There is an array of 6 steel at about 85 yards that must be shot from this position, followed up by 2 steel at 185 yards that are full-size IPSCs with strobes that flash when they are hit. From practice, I knew that I needed to hold about 2 feet high at this range to hit. With the wind conditions, I had to hold about a foot off to the left of the target. I've been using pistol caliber carbines in Trooper Division 3 guns since 2004, where they can be used in place of rifle or pistol. So using them at extended ranges like this was something I've often done, depending on the stage. More recent PCC competitors haven't used them much past 25 or 35 yards in USPSA. Consequently, this stage gave a lot of shooters that otherwise did well a very hard time. On this stage, I was 3rd out of 115 shooters with 95.44% of the winner's score. In the final results, I was 12th out of 115 shooters with 76.62% of the winner's score. I think this match format did a good job of pushing the PCC to its limits and pushing shooter skill as well. It wasn't simply a pistol match with PCCs. The distances of the shots required and the tightness of the accuracy on some of the shots really rewarded people who put the time in mastering the PCC. Thank you for watching, and come back again for more match and multi-gun competition content.